Hi students, in this video we are going to discuss about sets. So very important topic, sets. The introduction of sets we can see now. Introduction. A set is a well-defined collection of objects. A set is a well-defined collection of a well-defined collection of objects are known as set. A well-defined collection of objects are known as set. So what is meant by well-defined? Well-defined is nothing but the collection of objects which are having a common property. A collection of objects. So well-defined is nothing but a collection of objects. A collection of objects which are having a common property. A collection of objects which are having a common property. What is the common property? For examples, we are taken some list of numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are, what is the common property of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on? That is a natural number. So we can say the list of numbers in another name, that is having common property. Suppose we are taken 2, 3, 5, 7. So that is what we are calling it as prime numbers. That means whatever the collection of objects we are taken, so we must give a common property to those numbers. So that is nothing but common. And also whether you have to say the given particular object is belongs to that particular collection or not. That means, so we can say, we are able to say, we can say that the given object is belongs to that collection or not. That collection, or we can say simply that is that set or not. So we can say that collection is nothing but set. So let's say we can say that the given objects is belongs to that set or not. This is nothing but well defined. The meaning of well defined is nothing but a collection of objects which are having a common property. And also we can say that the given object is belongs to that given set or not. This is called well defined. So finally, the set is nothing but list of objects which are having a common property. Now who introduced this concept? So the sets was introduced by George Cantor. So mathematician who introduced sets is George Cantor. Very important bit this is. George Cantor. So next point what we have to remember is the objects which are inside the set. Are known as elements or members. The objects which are inside the set are known as elements or members. Okay, the objects which are inside the set are known as elements or members. So now you can say whether if an element is belongs to set or not, we have to see. So we have to check what are the examples of sets. Let me consider the examples. So examples of set. So we can see that suppose a set of students belongs to your class. The set of students belongs to your class is nothing but a set. Suppose I am going to collecting a set. Suppose class 10th, so C I am taken as class. A set starts with curly braces. So I am taken. So one student A, another student B, another student C, another student D. So we can take it as one student A, B, C. Name of the students I am taken. So inside the set always the letters should be small letters. That's the reason we have taken A, B, C, D are 4 students. So we are considering in a class set. Okay, now whether A is belongs to or not. A is belongs to C. A is belongs to C. Is belongs to a symbol can be written as A is belongs to C. A is belongs to C. This symbol is known as is belongs to. Suppose you can take E, small e, is not belongs to C. This is not belongs to means small e is does not belongs to C. So if whether we have to say the given element is either belongs to C or does not belongs to also we have to say. So the best example you can say natural numbers, set of natural numbers. So when you say set of natural numbers, we know that 1 is belongs to natural number and 0 is does not belongs to natural number. That means the classification of numbers, whether the number is belongs to set or not, we have to know. So that is called common property or well-defined. What is called well-defined? Well-defined is nothing but, so we can say whether the given element is belongs to that set or not, we have to know. Next point is different forms of sets. Let me consider different forms of set. So first form is roster form. So what is the roster form? So roster form or list form, we are calling it as list form or roster form. In this form, every set A, so name of the set should be capital letter A. Set A. It starts with curly brackets and inside the set all the elements are separated by commas. C, D and so on. So we can take it as all the elements are separated by the commas. So set A inside so all the elements are separated by the commas, then enclosed with curly braces. This is called a set A in the roster form. Suppose a set of vowels. So set of vowels in alphabets. So we can say set of vowels in alphabet. So we can say this is set of vowels in alphabet. I can write it as, so we can consider this vowels. You can take B is the set. So I am going to consider vowels is A, E, I, O, U. These are the vowels. So you can say this is called roster form of the set. Another form is builder form or set builder form. Set builder form. How it is set builder form? The same thing we have to write. B is equals to set of. This is set of. So instead of writing all the elements, we are going to use a variable. Instead of writing all the elements in a set, but in the roster form, we are going to consider that is a variable x. or y or z, whatever it is, that is our wish. We can take x as a variable, then followed by a colon, so colon x colon x colon. So what that is a where vowels of letters in alphabet, vowel letters in alphabet. So vowel letters in alphabet, English alphabet, then we are enclosed this one, we are enclosed with the curly brackets. Then what we understand from this set builder form, this is a variable which represents all the elements. That means instead of elements, so this is a colon. Now this is called common property. What is a common property? Which are satisfied, which are possessed by the elements. So common property, this is common property. And finally we are enclosed with the curly braces. This is the set builder form notation. How the notation with the set builder form is. So what is the roster form and what is set builder? Roster form means, so all the elements are separated by the comma within the curly brackets, or the set builder form is nothing but within the curly brackets, every set must be in the curly brackets. Within the curly brackets, instead of writing all the elements, we have taken a variable, followed by the colon, or you can take slant bar also. So that can be written as B is equals to set of x such that, we are calling it as such that. This is called such that, or colon also we are calling it as such that. So this is a vowel letters of English alphabet, same common property we are taken. So vowel letters of English alphabet, then enclosed with bracket. So this is the notation of set builder form. We can write any notation. Suppose for example, we can consider how to write the set builder form for a given roster form. So we can convert the roster form into set builder form, or set builder form into roster form also. Then we have taken one set. C is equals to set of 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. This is. So this is a set. So how to write the set builder form of this one? Set builder form. C is equals to set of x such that x is a prime number less than 13. Set close. Less than 13. This is called a condition. Now what is the condition? X such that x is a prime number less than 13. Now which are called sets and which are not called sets? So the elements which are not having the common property is not a set. So that is not properly defined. Which are not properly defined? Suppose we are taken some abstract things. So what is the abstract things? Suppose most beautiful persons in the world. So we are not considered as a set. Most beautiful persons in the world, that is not considered a set. Talented singers in the world, that is also not, because there is no definition for talent. Okay, that means tall persons in the world, tall persons in our class. So we should not consider. But suppose one student can consider. So what is the tallest means? Depends on one student. So that student thinks that, so who are taller than him, that is tall persons. Then another student will think that, so who are taller, so means who are taller than him or than her, so they are treated as tall persons. That means depends upon the situation in a class. So various types of students are there. So in that, so they should not consider as a proper definition for talent, for tall. So then for that we are going to consider tall in the sense who are more than 5 feet. So if you gave a common property that one, then all are having the same list of observations. That list of observations will make a set. So that means we are providing a common property. That means richest persons in the world, we cannot have any common property. Then suppose you are giving some condition, so the people who are having more than 100 crores, more than 100 crores of property, so they are treated as richest persons. Yes, we have, that is a common property. So we are getting a common property. Then so before going to analyze the set, so what we have to know about what is a well defined, what is a well defined, then only we can find that is set or not set. Now so you can say types of sets. So what type of sets are there? Types of sets. So we can see types of sets. First of all, we are going to consider finite set. Finite set. What is a finite set? So finite set is nothing but the list of set, the elements which are inside the set should be countable. So countable number of set. The set which are having the set which are having countable number of elements. Countable number of elements is called finite set. Suppose A is equals to set of you can say as A, B, C, D. Set should be closed. This is called finite set. So how many number of elements are there? So n of A, number of elements is nothing but cardinal number of elements. So cardinal number of set, n of A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can take it as 4. So 4 is the number of elements. Then so this is called finite set. Then so infinite set. The set which does not having countable number of elements. We are not able to count the number of elements inside the set, that is called infinite set. What is infinite set now? Set of natural numbers, set of real numbers, set of rational numbers, okay, set of whole numbers, set of integers, all are uncountable number of elements. That's why it is infinite set. That means we cannot able to write the cardinal number of a set. So that is called infinite set. So we cannot express the number of elements as a cardinal number in the set, that is called so infinite set. Now what is a finite set and what is infinite set? You can know. Now what is the empty set? What is empty set? Empty set is nothing but a set which does not having any element inside. So empty set. So or void set or null set. So we can represent the empty set, null set with the symbol phi. This is called null set, empty set. The set which does not having any element inside set. Students, you have to note it, then you can understand very well. So without noting the points, you just observing the class, so it is not useful. So you have to make a note. So while I'm explaining this concept, so it is better, you can understand better then. Okay, now so empty set is nothing but so a set which does not containing any element inside it, that is called empty set. Okay, so now after that, singleton set, a set which contains only one element. Singleton set, a set which contains only one element. Suppose A is equals to even prime number, so which has only 2. So n of A is equals to only 1. That is called even prime number. So we are taken it is right. Next, that means an integer which is neither positive nor negative. That is 0. That is also singleton set. Then so we can say types of sets like this. Then Now we can see the examples of sets. So whether it is empty set or finite set or a singleton set, what is the name of this, what is the type of the set we have to see now. So set of straight lines passing through a point. So passing through a point, suppose we can say one point. So how many straight lines are passing to this point? So these points, how many straight lines are passing? There are infinite straight lines are passing through this point. Then it is called infinite set. This is called, so this is a infinite set. Infinite set. Okay, next, set of odd natural numbers divisible by 2. Set of odd natural numbers divisible by 2. So when it is divisible by 2, this is not a odd number. Okay, so odd natural numbers which are divisible by 2, it is a empty set. This is a empty set. Empty set. Empty set or null set. Then x such that x is a natural number which is less than 5 and greater than 7. Less than 5 and greater than 7. Let me consider the number line. So number line, this is 0. So x is less than 5. That means, so it is 5. Suppose it is 6 and 7. X is less than 5 means the region is this side. So our possibility is this side. Less than 5 means what? 4, 3, 2, 1 and so on. This is a natural number. So 1, this is 2, 3, 4. Like this it will come. Then and x is greater than 7. X is greater than 7 means what? X is greater than 7 means 8 and so on. That means, so what is the possibility of condition? And both we have to satisfy. That means it is impossible. The set is not formed here. That is, it is empty set because, so empty set is x is less than 5. That means 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is what after 7, that is greater than 7 means after 8 and so on. So what is the common number here? Both there is no common number. That's the reason why it is also empty set. Empty set. And x is a common point to any two parallel lines. Common point any two parallel lines. Parallel lines means what? Parallel lines means, so there is no common point. So there is no intersection point for parallel lines. That means that is impossible to have the common point of parallel lines. That's the reason why it is also empty set. The set of even prime numbers. Already we know that even prime number is a finite set and also it has only one element. So that's the reason why it is even prime number is singleton set. This is a finite set. Okay, this is a finite set and this is an infinite set and this is empty set and this is also empty set. This is also empty set. Okay, now you understand what is a type of sets. So what is empty set and what is finite set and what is infinite sets. Okay, so thank you. So watch again and you have to make a note on this, so then you can understand better. Thank you very much.